Tuesday night, baby. Hello, y'all.
Okay. For all you guys who were saying, me and Eddie went by her tambourine. I brought her a tambourine.
I don't think we ever talked about that on a live before.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
You've been crying about a tambourine.
I kind of have been crying.
Several lives.
I want. So
we were here last week.
He plays guitar, and I feel like I needed either a cowbell or a tambourine, and I felt like, you know, with the tambourine you can kind of give it a couple different angles. So we went tambourine. And I have to tell you, though, it has a dual purpose. Do not judge me, okay? But when we got the tambourine, it was for musical purposes, but we have a 65 to 70 pound Labradoodle named Max that you all are aware of, our baby. And he is Bob Barker. He will not stop barking at our neighbors directly behind us and diagonally behind us because they have pools and families and they're always outside and they never go in their house. So he's like always barking at them. So I chased my dog around the house with a tambourine today, and I'm happy to tell you that it deterred him from barking. It like literally worked.
$15.99 well spent. Okay, so
$15.99.
kicking it off, we are going to start with Have Pitt will barbecue. Josh, first one in.
And J-Lo.
And J-Lo, of
yes.
course. And we have Mama Huddles.
Hey, Mama Huddles.
We have, I'm trying to scroll down here.
Janice Gregory. Hey, Janice.
Millie Races.
That's my mama. Say hi to my mama.
Julie from Howie Cruz.
My girl.
Taylor Huddleston, hey.
Big girl doing things.
Big girl doing things.
That is my other girl.
Doing stuff.
Well,
Big girl doing things.
She does.
She did 9 to 10.
Listen.
Federal thing.
I feel like you might need to change
Tony G.
Hi,
Hey.
Tony.
Armstrong, Bill. Welcome to the party.
Hi, Becky.
Becky Johnson's here.
Cruising
scene. Hi, guys. Cruising Scene is here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got everybody.
I kind of feel like Big Girl Doing Stuff might need to change it to Big Girl Doing Things because, I mean, how about Big Girl Doing Things and Stuff? If you are not subscribed, I think you
author stuff and it's stuff.
Yeah, I mean, can you? I love you too, honey. Can you put her link, one of the admins in the bio, so you can all subscribe to her channel? A really good friend of mine and an ex-coworker. Hey, Chris. So excited everybody's here tonight.
Chris is here. Hi, Chris.
I mean, there is a difference.
Okay.
In stuff and things, and that's probably a PG conversation that we need to have offline. So I'll call you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so last week we couldn't do this last week. We have we had a situation. You guys might notice the regulars. We are in a different location. Mm-hmm. Basically, we lost our studio space.
We did.
To our kids.
We were evicted.
Yeah.
By our children.
And we were mid-move. We're in the process of moving our lights and cameras and stands and everything back up here. And I couldn't get it done in time. I had been working longer hours and getting home under the wire. I just made it. Man,
we barely made it. I felt like Julie and Brian. Like how they run in last second and they like pull it off. I feel like that's what we're doing tonight.
We did that, but we did it. This is a first time in this setting with this camera, and man, it's crazy. So that's why we weren't here last week. And ideally, this would have been the week to skip. Because we are so busy. Yes. We are so busy. And that's what we'll talk about tonight. Hopefully, as more people get in here.
But wait, let's talk about our cocktails. Yeah. I have a Pinot Grigio, and it's delicious. And I need like 14 more of these after the day I've had. I think we got everybody.
Okay. I have...
Ooh.
Michelob Ultra in a can.
That sounded crisp.
This is part of my Father's Day gift from the kids. They got me a 12-pack of 16-ounce cans, and they gave me a gift card to our favorite restaurant, local restaurant, the one that I proposed to her at.
They did.
And they gave a generous gift card, and it was a special day. Laura made a really good day. Chicken enchiladas for me, and then I'm very spoiled. The morning of Father's Day, I was at work, and I got a text telling me that a guitar that had been waiting to come in stock for a year, came in stock on Father's Day morning.
Yeah.
And she said, go ahead and order it, and it's coming tomorrow. So that's pretty cool.
And what about your SummerSlam tickets?
Yes, I forgot about that.
Right.
And I also got 3 SummerSlam tickets, and I'm still debating on who I'm going to take. Now, I take it. Carson and Peyton are huge WWE fans, and I am a casual observer and a huge financial sponsor of WWE Entertainment, because I have purchased thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of WWE merchandise for Carson. He's 23. Him growing up, he found it flipping through the channels when he was 5 years old and fell in love with it. And collecting everything, the figures, the rings, all that stuff. These guys probably have upwards of 400 of those WWE action figures.
They really do.
It's crazy. And so Peyton took up, Carson got away from it. You know, he was like kind of grew out of it for a little while, and then Peyton discovered it. And so he carried the torch on for Carson. And Carson got back involved with Peyton with it. I might have to let him out a little. Oh, let's see if that works.
No bark.
No bark.
I swear to God.
So,
I know it sounds evil, but it works.
Anyways, this will be my first ever WWE event. And I'm going to vlog it because I think it's going to be a cultural experience.
I like it. It's Huddle Adventures, right?
It's going to be an adventure.
It's an adventure.
We're going to Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, and for the event.
Armstrong's in for WWE. Big girl doing stuff, loves WWE, and she wants to know what Roman Reigns, right?
Listen,
she wants to know what guitar you got.
Listen, it's going to be, again, it'll be my first time doing it. It'll be probably the only time I cover any WWE events here. But I think it'll be really interesting, and the boys will be excited.
They're so excited.
They're really happy I'm going. And so we're going to have a great night. The guitar I got, it's made by Yamaha. It's a new line of electric guitars they put out this time last year, maybe a little earlier, early 2022. And they've been impossible to get. But that's like guitar number 9 for me. So I've got a bunch of them. And so anyways,
he's a little bit spoiled, but he works very hard and he's totally worth it. So there is Big Girl Doing Stuff's link. Please go and subscribe to her. Very good friend of mine. Absolutely love her. Hey, Brian. Oh, God, I'm so happy you're starting to pack. Thank you for listening. Big E and New say we're at the Michigan Panthers. Really? Very cool. Big E and New Day were at the Michigan Panthers.
Hey, cool. Bill, man, when I saw that,
hi, Katie.
The USFL Michigan Panthers, I'm like, oh my gosh! I went and watched them at the Silverdome multiple times the season that they won the World Championship, and I was I want to say it was in 1980. I could be wrong. Maybe you'll remember it more correctly than I do, but I believe it was 1980, which would make me right around 11. Years old. I was like 11 or 12, so it might have been 81. And my uncle swooped in and bought a bunch of tickets because, it was a new league and the tickets were really cheap. And it cost us more in gas to drive to the Silverdome.
He said 83 or 84.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
So I was like 14 then. So anyways, that was really cool. And I'm definitely going to get me a Michigan Panthers jersey. I just haven't.
So listen, I want to talk about my tambourine again because I don't know if you're aware of this when you bought this for me, but you know how like I always interrupt him and like when he says anything in a song lyric and I start like, interrupting and singing it. I got music backup. Yeah.
Well, that the thing is, Julie just made she commented about us 3 cruises so close.
Oh, girlfriend, let me tell you what, kicking my butt.
This isn't the first time we've done this either, which is a crazy thing. So, you guys that might not know, we went to Alaska May 2nd, did a 7-day cruise out of Seattle. So we flew out to the West Coast, did that, came home. I think we were home for 8 days, 9 days, something like that. Flew to Miami, did an 8-day ABC Island cruise on a celebration with Have Leisure Travel, How We Cruise, J&S Adventures, Pier Runners,
Traveling
Nannies, Nora's Family Ventures, and I'm sure I'm missing somebody. I might be missing the Cruise Podcast Ways, Alito Deck, all those guys. We had a blast.
Amazing
so we
time.
get home from there, and we've been home now for I think about 3 weeks, and now we're doing something different on this one. So we had a little bit of relief. We're back in the flow of things, and we're ready to roll. But this time we're driving. So this is going to be like the Clark Griswold family vacation. Us doing a road trip for a cruise. Now, mind you, it's not a real long drive. It's about 590 miles. And we were going to be leaving early midday, Thursday.
Yep.
And we're going to be caravanning. So the huddle bunch is almost going to be in full effect. We're going to have 4 of our kids on this. So 4 of the 6 will be with us on this. So this is how we cruise as group cruise.
Yeah.
So we booked 3 rooms for this cruise.
Yep.
And when it came time to buy airline tickets, man, they were crazy. It was going to cost $2,600 for 6 tickets.
Yeah. So we were like, no.
We talked about it. And we said, hey, we'll just drive it.
When we looked at the airfare, I mean, the price obviously is a factor, but it was going to take us like 9 hours to get home. Remember?
Yeah.
We couldn't get we couldn't get a straight flight back to Detroit. So it was going to take us like 9 hours. We were like,
be a really late flight.
We were like, we're just driving.
So
it's ridiculous.
It put us in a situation too. It's unique because it's Friday to Friday. So this type of cruise, we end up burning, an extra vacation day for it. But I will be home Saturday and Sunday, so I don't mind driving back Friday because we'll get home Friday night, Friday evening, and I'll be off Saturday and Sunday, which would be unusual. I'm never home and off, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so we got some big girl doing stuff. Next year, Rob and I are going to cruise. Listen, I'm so excited for that. Like, call me about that so that I can hear all about it and help you pick good things. But you have to go on the Tropic Like It's Hot cruise. It's out of Florida. It's out of, is it Miami?
No. It's out of Galveston, Texas.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I lied to you.
She's turned into a hippie with that tambourine.
No, I actually had. Listen,
focused.
this is number 3.
It's out of Miami, Texas.
It's out of Miami, Texas.
Yes, don't be hurt.
It's out of Galveston.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the cool people are going to be there. Okay. It's not till January 2025, so plenty of time to prepare. But I mean, you have, Eddie and I and the whole huddle bunch will be there. We have Arc Adventures going. We have Clock Adventures is going. Mama Adventures is going. Who else is already booked on that?
You said Arc Adventures.
Yep, right? I said Arc Adventures.
J&S Adventures.
J&S Adventures are going.
Yeah.
They don't know it yet, but Have Luggage Will Travel. Did
you say Trevor?
Trevor Pure Runners is going, and then
possibly
Lori Thomas said he was going to go, and then Lori and Will Green are going to be there. Lots. I mean, that's 10 people already that have committed to that. It's going to be a good time.
We would love to get 32 cabins booked.
We would. That's our goal.
That's our goal. It's 32 cabins. That's what we want to try to do. That's what we're shooting for.
Yes.
We feel that that's a good number, and we'll be able to handle, scheduling.
It's on
events,
Harmony of the Seas.
Yeah.
It's going to my absolutely 3 favorite ports that I've ever been to: Cozumel, to Honduras, and then to Costa Maya, which I love those 3 ports with everything I am. It's on Harmony of the Seas, which is like the best ship out there. I mean, honestly, it's going to be so much fun. So think about it.
It's going to start off with, we're going to meet. We're going to actually have an option for people that want to come in early, a day or 2 ahead of time, and stay at the Spring Hill Suites in Texas City.
It's right
next door to Buc-ee's.
Right.
So our northern friends that never been to Buc-ee's before,
you gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
You gotta bring $100 just for Buc-ee's.
Well, with inflation, we're caught $125.
We'll call it
2025. Buc-ee's is $125.
$125.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be money well spent.
Well spent.
You're going to like spending money there.
All right. So Julie said, I expect to see Sauce Girls. Girl, you will. Absolutely. Let's see who else we got here, because I saw some other things. What port is it out of? We're out of. No. She's talking about Oasis. It's
Bayonne.
Yeah.
New Jersey. Yeah.
Becky, you're going on the Celebration December. Listen, that's our 2nd time on the Celebration, and Becky, it is amazing. I love that ship.
Yeah, we like it.
I absolutely love it.
Well, we were talking. I mentioned earlier that we've done this before with like 3
Becky,
cruises
I
real
hope
close.
you can come on Tropic like it's hot. I would love. Hi, Tiffany. I would love to sail with you again, Becky. And Tiffany's here. Tiffany's married to Chris. Hey, girl. Good to see ya.
We did back in October. We did the Dream, and then we went Dream. We actually did August Bermuda on the Magic. We did October on the Dream. We did November on the Celebration U.S. inaugural sailing. We did the Oasis in December, the one we're going on this time, but we did it out of Miami. And then we did the Vlogger cruise on NCL Breakaway out of New York. So it's pretty crazy. So we've been all over from the West Coast to the East Coast, all the way down to Miami, Texas, all within the last 8 months, or probably 10 months. So it's been just a really crazy time. And when we get done with this cruise, guys, we will be taking a break until probably September.
End of September.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
October, yeah.
We actually changed our plans, and we'll get more into that later. We're going to save it because we're not really sure what we're doing yet. But we decided we're going to try to do something different. But you know us. We
keep changing our minds.
We change our minds constantly. So with this cruise that we're getting ready to do, I got a giant dog on
We do. We have a big
lap.
Labrador. Come here, Max. Come here. Say hi. Come here.
He won't.
Come
He's not
say hi.
cooperative. He doesn't trust you because you got.
No, I had the tambourine, so I'm no
there's
longer trusted. He's thoroughly disgusted.
The trust
with
has
me.
been destroyed.
Yeah.
So with I just mentioned that we were previously on the Oasis of the Seas back in early December. And Taylor was with us, so she's excited to get another crack at Oasis of the Seas. She really liked it. This will be the biggest cruise ship Carson and Peyton have ever been on.
Yeah,
They're super excited about it. Katie, this will be the biggest ship Katie's ever been on.
Yeah.
So our crew Katie's been on one cruise, right? Katie was on the first cruise I went on.
Yep.
Back in 2017, Enchantment of the Seas, and excuse me, she really loved it. And it worked out that she got to go on this one, and she's really excited about it. We're excited to have her with us. So it's gonna be really cool. Unfortunately, we did not we were so busy with everything going on, we did not. It skipped our minds to order the group T-shirts.
Right.
We did not order the group cruise T-shirts from our cruise.
I really am embarrassed
we feel
about that.
terrible
I'm
about that.
actually embarrassed because we just ran out of time.
Yeah, we have so much going on, and we almost did.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Will G. Hi, Meditation Nation.
Hey, guys.
Hey, girl.
We're going to go on this cruise with no insurance, guys. Our policy expired.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize. I didn't get a notification or anything.
Hi, Larissa.
Oh, hey, it's Larissa.
It's Larissa.
I didn't even get a notification or anything from Alliance, our insurance company, telling us it expired. I just happened. I go, man, I better check to make sure we have that. And
do you really have an extra 2XL if y'all want it? Yeah, Eddie will take it. I'm a 3X, so that won't fit me unless you could stretch it out a little bit.
But
Eddie will take it if you have an extra one. Sure.
But listen, we are. I forgot what I was going to say.
We kind of dropped the ball on a few things because we.
So anyways, that insurance policy.
Yeah.
So what I had to do was I did the insurance policy, and I put 7 of us on the policy. I put the 6 of us that are going on this cruise, and I added my mom. And it's an annual policy, but it cost me like $750 for the year.
Hey,
so
Z.
I wasn't even planning on that. I paid for that. But yeah, there's been a lot going on, man. Trying to catch up on everything at work.
Yes.
Work's been super crazy. Where I work, I'm an essential employee, and for like the last 3 years, 90% of the employees that work there that are important people,
Peter Runners with the double E,
non-essential important people, are now being forced to come back to work, guys. Hey, how you doing? Peter Runners, double E's.
That's Marianne and Tracy. Is it Marianne or Marianne?
Marianne. He's been
all right, I say Marianne, and he says Marianne. Tell us which one of us is right.
It depends on how much I'm
drinking. Or is Laura right?
I might call him Marianne. My wayward son.
So Monica says I need to get a plan, and Julie says we don't have an annual. Listen, guys. I mean, you can spend $200 up to $200 per cruise, or you can spend 700. I mean, it depends on how many cruises you do in a year, but it covered 7 people in our family for $700,
And
up to 500,000.
it's for
the
12
whole year.
months.
Yep.
12 months.
500,000 for like a medical evacuation or any kind of medical needs.
No,
God
it's
forbid.
50,000
50,000 medical.
It's 15,000 medical. It's
Yep.
it's a $500,000 for evacuation. And that's that is the thing we're concerned about, because basically if you get severely sick or injured and you're in a foreign port, they're not going. They don't want to take care of you in their hospitals. They want you to fly your butt back to the United States on your dime, and that's very, very expensive. And in fact, I told this story before, but a friend of ours, our mortgage broker, when we got our house, his best friend's wife and mother and him went on a cruise together, and while they were in Cozumel, I believe, the mom had a stroke. And they had to medevac her back to Florida, and it was $30,000 to medevac her, and they had to pay it up front. So between the 4 of them, they put it all on credit cards to pay the $30,000 because it has to be paid up front.
Yes.
Now, if you have one of these insurance policies, the insurance company will wire the money to the facility to get you medevac back. So that's an important thing to have. And a lot of people don't even consider the fact that their insurance will not be accepted when they're out of the United States.
Right.
So
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's better to be prepared and not need it.
And some of you guys that have like you have really strict insurance might not even cover you out of your own state. You know, if you're out of network, you might not be covered. So having travel insurance is a really good thing because it covers you. Like ours is for any kind of travel. So, you know, if we're in the car, whatever we're doing, all parts of the travel is covered. So
Brian agrees. He said that he has stories that convince him to never go without. We won't either, Brian. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, and it's too scary.
And
can you imagine like your loved one needing to be medevaced from the cruise ship and you can't do it because you can't afford to come up with the cash, or you don't have enough credit cards that's going to cover the tens of thousands of dollars that's going to take to helicopter your person to the nearest hospital? They will
literally let them die. Now, if you're out like in like U.S. waters or close to the United States, the Coast Guard on the ship, the Coast Guard will medevac you off the ship sometimes. They'll get you with the helicopter. That happened on one of the Carnival ships like last week. You guys chime in if you remember what ship it was. I think it was the Dream or the Magic, maybe.
That's the one.
Someone got a little 3-year-old had a seizure or something, and they medevaced her. The Coast Guard did. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's one of those things that it's crazy. Now, your health insurance at home might reimburse you for some expenses you have, like if you're seen on a ship by a doctor or something like that. Yeah. But our advice is pack yourself a nice first aid kit. Yes. So that if there's anything you need, like you get a small cut or something like that. Like on that last cruise, it was moving around real good one day, and we had a bottle of champagne. We had 2 champagne flutes sitting on our table or on the dresser in the room. Well, they fell over on the floor, and I walked in, and I didn't know they were, I found them. So I picked up all the glass I could. I thought I had all the glass up. Next morning, I stepped right on a piece of that glass, man. Yeah. And I thought for sure I was going to need stitches because it was bleeding so bad. And fortunately, we had Band-Aids with us. So, it's good to have. You never know what's going to happen, especially when you get off at the different ports, man. And it's one of the things you need to know too about travel insurance. And we'll get off this because it's kind of it's too serious of a topic. I want to have fun.
You can talk the whole hour about this. But
know this: some of the high risk things you do will not be covered by your travel insurance.
Very true.
Like doing zip lining and parasailing.
Basically, your excursions.
Any of the just like crazy stuff, the risk stuff. Yeah. You might not be covered on ATVs and stuff like that. So just make sure you know what you're covered on and realize you're taking a calculated risk when you do those events. So, anyways, we getting back to Oasis. Excuse me.
Real quick, we
for
love
you.
you too, and we got into so much trouble working together. Can you imagine cruising together? You have to be on there.
Click away. Okay.
Oh, there we are. Are we back?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Are we back?
Yeah, I'm sure we. Oh,
Can you hear us?
hang on. You can't hear us?
Hold on. No, the little light's not on.
What little light?
The light on the microphone's not on.
That is on.
No, it has a little white light.
It's on the back.
Oh.
Okay. How about that?
Are we back?
Testing,
we're
testing.
back. Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
What happened? So you guys know with Melon now, if you have an external microphone and you get out of Melon and go back, or you plug your microphone in before you turn on Melon, it won't work. So you have to unplug and plug your microphone back in.
I don't know what I pressed. It was my fault. I pressed all the buttons. Okay.
Yeah, she's crazy with the buttons. So
I press all the buttons.
That's right. So anyways, when we did Celebration back in November, it was our first time with high functioning Starlink internet. So we did all those live streams, had a great time. We said, wow, this is great. And I was saying before we lost communications, that's some of the best content on our channel. The lives we did from the Lido deck over out there dancing.
Listen,
it was a party. It was
not only did it catch the but it caught the double up. It was like it was seamless.
It was a blast.
It caught it all.
And everything was. We got kicked off a couple times, but for the most part, it was really smooth. And then we did several live streams from the ship to really get, and we're really excited. We're going to get on Oasis. So we knew Royal was the first cruise line to get Starlink, and we knew it would be good on Oasis, and it was. But I had laryngitis. By the time we got on the ship, I was sick and I could not talk, lost my voice. It was terrible. And it really had it put a damper on our cruise. So we're so excited to get to do.
Becky.
What's that?
I would love to sail with you again. Listen,
that'd be awesome,
we didn't have enough time together, Becky. Our time was limited on that crowded bus.
Oh, wait.
We need more time.
Nice ask. What cruise were you on? I'm sorry, Becky.
Oh, Becky. We're gonna talk, girlfriend. All right, we had a tough time with Wi-Fi on board our last cruise. Oh, okay.
What ship were you on?
Yeah, tell us what ship you were on because I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading everybody's messages at the same time.
Yeah, and that's great news, Becky. We really love to see you go on.
Time. They were on the NCL Encore. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they have Starlink. But Starlink is impressive.
No, I'm surprised.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
They should have Starlink on that ship, but I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm really trying my best to give NCL another shot. I'm trying. I did not like the breakaway at all. Out of all the cruises I've been on,
we had a really hard time with that ship.
That was my least favorite ship I've been on.
This might be different for you. I'm speaking for myself only. But I had a really rough time with that ship because we could not find your mom, like ever. Like because her solo cabin was so like secretly hidden. It was almost like she was in another dimension. And we spent so much time trying to find his mom. It was crazy. Hi, Robert.
Robert, hey, my buddy from Texas. Robert, no pressure, but we're doing a group cruise out of your home state, out of Galveston. 2025, January 26, 2025, on Harmony of the Seas. It's going to be awesome.
We have to sail with you in favor again, so think about it, okay?
Yeah, you guys.
We would love to sail with you guys again.
It'll be our first time doing a group cruise, hosting one, so we're really excited about it. We have a travel agent handle everything for us. Amanda from Have Luggage will travel.
We will put those details out there later. Hi, Together We Travel. Good to see you.
It is nice.
So anyway, back to the Oasis.
Okay,
ship.
so the Oasis, the Starlink worked great on
Yep.
Oasis, but my voice was out, and
Yes.
it was just it kind of sucked. It really did. So now getting to go back on the ship again, getting another shot at it.
Here's what was really.
Oh, and Coco Cay.
Yeah.
We got rained out.
Amazing.
We spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours there, and then it was raining sideways, guys. It was raining so hard. This wasn't like a case where it was sprinkling for a few minutes and people rushed back to the ship. No, it was torrential downpour rain.
Listen, I told our friends in a group chat earlier today, I was never so soaked in my life. Like all the nooks and crannies had water in them. I know that's not the visual you want, but I'm just being honest. Like every nook and cranny was drenched. And then we get on the ship and then the air conditioning was like, and I was like,
the funny thing was the guys that people were wrapped up in beach towels. I wasn't. I just was in my trunk. So I had no shirt on. The water, because that waterproof SPF spray, that 100, the water was just going off me like Teflon. Teflon. It was like the water was just beating right off me like I just got waxed. So it was like, it was perfect. But the bag I was carrying was supposed to be like a semi-water resistant bag. It had 2 inches of water in the bottom of the bag. When we got back on the ship, I had to go out on the balcony and pour the water out. I was like,
I absorbed all the water like one of those shampoo cloths that just like soak up everything.
You were in a towel.
Well, I mean, but they put like those cloths in the bucket of water and it like soaks up all the water. That was me that day. I was so soaked. It was crazy. All right, so back to the Oasis. So much I want to tell you about why I'm so excited to go back on that ship. Robert, yay. We'll message you guys about it because, oh my gosh, we would love to sail with you guys again. But anyway, so we met so many friends on that ship, like the crew members. Oh my God, I know Eddie's not going to be there, but Sexy Paul.
He might. We don't know.
He said he was. I asked him, and he said he was going to be. His contract went through all the way through July.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're friends with him on Facebook.
Yes.
And
so Sexy Paul's going to be there, and then the girl in Playmakers. I have to find her picture and remember her name, I can't remember her name. But she said she was through all the way through the end of July on her contract too, so she's going to be there. And then the guy at the Schooner Bar, the bartender that we like so much, he said he was going to be on the ship. So we had like 3 amazing crew members that we just absolutely adored, that we're so excited to see again, that are going to be on the ship. So we're really excited. And the band that played while we were on that ship, Aeromyth, which is a Aerosmith tribute band, they were incredible. Julie from How We Cruise has been on a cruise with them before. She can testify that these people are real deal hard rock, like so much fun. So it said on their website that they were going to be on this sailing, but it was kind of like
it wasn't showing up on the
app
on the Royal Caribbean app.
Let me tell you what love is, okay? Love is when somebody knows that you're really excited about the possibility of something, but you're not 100% sure if it's going to happen or not. It didn't matter either way. I'm going to have fun regardless. I'm just going to have a really, really good time regardless of whoever the band is or whatever. But I was really excited about the possibility of them. So Eddie contacted them through their social media, and their manager replied back last night and said they are, yes, indeed, going to be on the sailing. So I am so excited.
Yeah, they have on the app. What do you call their app? It's their Royal Caribbean app.
Yeah.
Their planner, and the app it says something like dance music with the rock band and music hall. Yeah. And that's like just a generic thing. It doesn't tell you the name of the band. Mm-hmm. And last night after we were talking, and after we found out they were going to be on it, we realized that we didn't see anything on the app the last time saying Aeromyth.
That's very true.
We kind of found out about it on the ship.
Julie told us about it first, about them being there, and then once we heard that, then we were like looking for them specifically. But oh my God, such a good time.
Yeah, so, they were awesome. They're one of the top 10 cover bands in the United States. They're rated, and for any band, and they're the #1 rated Aerosmith cover band in the world. So they do a really good job. I'm looking for a picture of that
So
girl.
Big Girl Doing Stuff wants to know how long have we been married. I always add a year.
It's 6.5.
6.5 years. I always add a year, so I would have said 7.5. But it's only 6.5. 6.5 years. We've been married.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I really do always add a year. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah. Well, we get the you always want to say we were married in 2016. We were married in 2017.
That is true.
That's
Yes.
where it comes in.
Yes.
I'm trying to find a picture
I
of
lost a year. What are you trying to find a picture
of our.
of the
Buddy,
Aeromyth band?
no.
Oh, of Sexy Paul?
The girl from Playmakers.
Did you
Sonny.
see the look he just gave me? Did you see that?
I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it. You know, this is the problem when you use your iPhone for everything.
Right?
I got a bazillion pictures on here. Okay. Here we are. We are on Oasis.
Oh,
we're on that
there you
cruise.
go.
I'm going to find her here in a minute.
See, Amanda saw it.
What did Amanda see?
The look you just gave me.
I learned that from my buddy Josh.
Did you see the look I just gave? This is the look I make when someone's irritating me. Are you ready?
That's her name. Look.
Oh, Cyril. Show it to them. Cyrile.
Surreal. Yeah.
Can't wait to see her again.
That's why we could not know her name.
That's why,
It's such a
because it was-
unique name.
Oh,
but
love her.
Look at this Sunday. We're gonna show you that Sunday.
Look at that
Can you see
Sunday.
that?
The desserts at Playmakers
Well,
are not to be ignored.
I don't know about. I can't say desserts, but that dessert
Well,
right
the
there.
s'mores one is famous.
Oh my God! That Sunday it comes in a football helmet. And you get to keep the helmet. I think it's like $8 or $9, and it man is it good. I had 2 of them. Not that day. I had 2 different times. We ate at Playmakers twice.
We did.
And that's a paid option. And then we did the barbecue, portside barbecue. I believe that's exclusively
Thanks,
available
Robert.
on. Hey, there you go, Robert.
Thank
I believe
you, buddy.
that's exclusively on the Oasis of the Seas. Yeah, so Robert, we're doing Harmony of the Seas on our third cruise.
Yes.
3rd largest ship in the world until Icon comes out and knocks it down 1 to 4th. It's kind of crazy. The top 5 cruise ships in the world right now sailing are all Royal Caribbean ships. Now, all this royal love, I had to still tell you guys, I'm still a Carnival guy. I love Royal, I really do. But
I love the cruise I'm on. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever cruise I'm on, I love it.
I did not love the Breakaway cruise.
I mean, I still had a really good time,
we are
but it wasn't
considering-
my favorite ship.
We
It
are.
was the ship that we didn't like the layout of the ship, but the people we were with and the cruise
I'm not
itself
talking
was
about.
amazing.
I'm not talking about.
Yeah,
the
it was
Breakaway.
the actual
I'm not talking about the
ship.
people. I'm
Yeah,
talking
we
about
really-
the cruise experience.
Yeah,
The ship.
yeah, and some of the like we're like Royal Caribbean and Carnival have amazing crew members. Like you literally, like, we're Facebook friends with so many crew members that we have met and fallen in love with and become friends with, fallen in love with in the non-pineapple way, and like became friends with. But I didn't feel that same vibe. Maybe it was a tough week for them, maybe a bad day in that interaction. I'm not sure, but like I didn't connect with anybody. And that to me is like a big part of the cruise experience.
Well, you also got to factor in it was a giant group cruise,
Yes.
so we couldn't get connection with crew members because we were constantly with people the whole
Very
entire
true.
time. Normally, when Laura and I go on cruises in the past, it would just be me and her, and we go on a cruise ship. And maybe there's like another vlogger or 2 just by happenstance on the cruise. Or we run into guests that recognize us from our channel or something. But for the most part, we just go and we spend a lot of time getting to know the bartenders and the servers and our wait staff.
And fellow people that
And
we're cruising
we make
with.
friends with-
Yeah.
We make friends with our fellow passengers on board. And on the Breakaway, the funny thing is, we did a lot of that.
Yeah.
We made a lot of friends with people that were just on the Breakaway that weren't vloggers. But we were
But
constantly
we got to spend time with. We were pretty. It was a very.
we were
busy
constantly
cruise.
talking to people the entire time. So we can't say that I'm not judging by that. I'm judging by the layout of the ship. I did not like the layout of the breakaway.
And I was incredibly frustrated.
I did not like the e-muster drill.
Yeah.
And it's not that the e-muster drill, it was insulting to do it again. It was ran so poorly. It was the worst ran e-muster drill, in-person drill we've ever done. It was a train wreck. And one more thing. I did not like how understaffed the bartenders were.
Yeah.
The bartenders did not have enough help. They didn't have enough servers. There wasn't enough bartenders, and they were so stressed. You had to order specifically off the drink menu, and they wouldn't
let you deviate.
And they had a lot of pre-mixed cocktails, concoctions, things already pre-mixed. That instead of doing 4 parts liquor, it was like 2 parts were already mixed together in a bottle.
We were. I forget the name of the bar that we were at. It's the place that we sat at a lot.
But I don't want to spend a lot of time.
But real quickly, like I asked for a dirty martini, which is a standard normal drink, and they were like, "Is it on our list?" And I was like, "No," and they were like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Really? Okay." Anyway, Nice asked who's planning on sailing on Utopia.
Now, Utopia, is that the one Josh was talking about today, where it's going to be 4 and 3 night sailings, right? Exclusively out of
3 and 4 nights.
Guys, I have an issue with that, and I'm going to tell you why. That's a giant ship. And there is no way you're going to be able to, you're going to spend 3 days and 4 days on that ship lost.
Yeah.
And by the time you're remotely getting a handle on
it out.
You won't even, you might not even get it figured out.
Yeah.
You might be lost today or getting off the ship. So I don't know what they're thinking is doing a mega size ship and making it exclusively for 3 day, 4 day, unless they know people are going to do back to backs and it'll make more money probably is what only thing I can figure.
So, Robert's telling Amanda, make sure that whatever ship goes to cook. Okay. So Robert, we're going on Oasis of the Seas with Have Luggage Will Travel and How We Cruise on How We Cruise this group cruise this Friday, and we are going to Ocean Cay. So I am so excited.
No, we're going to
it's Perfect Day.
It's
Coco Cay. I'm so sorry. You're right. No. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so Julie said, "Let out Laura. Don't ask for difficult drinks like dirty martinis." I mean, honestly.
Yeah, they again. Now
I was like, "Wait, what?"
And I'm not trying to slam them, but I'm just. My point is, we open up our schedule in September, and we're open to all possibilities in September. So we have been looking at cruises by multiple cruise lines.
We're looking at Princess. We're looking at MSC. We've looked at Virgin,
Celebrity.
We've looked at Celebrity. We want to try to do something we haven't done before.
But we might end up doing the Venezia.
We looked at a cruise on the Venezia because Julie and Amanda were just on it and kind of have us sold on how amazing it is. Plus, we just turned platinum on there. So
Carnival,
you kind of want to utilize your purse.
It's still Carnival, but it had a little twist to it. So and we like Mark Q. We sail with Mark Q with Robin Favor.
Yeah, we love
Mark Q's on there. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So, Robert, that's how we purposely.
Robert said Ocean Cay is MSC.
Yeah, MSC.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Robert. Well, we're definitely looking for September, so we want to.
But you know what the problem is with MSC? We found some cruises we really wanted to try with MSC, but they leave on Sunday and they come back on Sunday and they come back late.
Yeah.
So they get back at like 6 p.m. in the evening. Now here is the wrinkle. We cannot get a flight back late enough on Sunday night for me to go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
So that means I have to take an extra day off on Monday. And the wrinkle is I only have 5 days I can use in September because I end up my PTO for the year in November on a cruise I already had booked in November.
I know. I push all the buttons, Eddie.
I know what are you trying to highlight?
Nice F's said something cool. I wanted to. It's at the bottom. Julie, you're right. It was not the crew's fault that they were so understaffed, and they did work their butt off. It was really.
I'll tell you, Nice Ass. We're doing. We got a bunch of Carnival cruises coming up in 2024.
Yes. Eddie's going to reach out to you. We would love to sail with you guys as well. And you know what's cool? Our kids are big fans of your stuff, and our kids are like, they're our age. We want to sail with them. So maybe we could do like a huddle. Nice
well, they believe you're their age after they've seen the video of you with your reveal video.
Yes.
They go, they're young like us.
They're young like us. So our kids want to sail with us too. So we'll have to make something happen.
Our kids are funny kids. We're calling them kids, number one. And
they're not kids.
They go up to age 34.
Yes.
But they don't think of us as being old.
No.
So I guess that's kind of cool. But then they say stuff like, hey, we're at the local bar the other night, and it was karaoke night. And there was a bunch of old people in there.
It was a bunch of old people singing like 70s and 80s stuff, and we're like, dude.
I go, they're Gen Xers like us. And, well, but you guys aren't old like them. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
But it's kind of funny. They can't see us as being old. But we always tell them we're like the oldest cruise vloggers. We're up there. We're not the oldest, but we're at the top.
Katie said, excuse me, I'm 33 for 4 more months. Girl, we round up in here, okay?
Yeah, she calls you 34. So
I did call you 34.
You ever see Coming to America? I ain't gonna call him Cash. I'm not gonna call him Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna call him Cassius Clay. His mama named him Cassius Clay. So I go by whatever your mom says.
That's right. We rounded up, sister.
We have Josh is right there saying we have a click on the hand luggage one.
Where? Oh, yeah.
We have
there's another one.
Here we go. We have Carnival in November.
Mm-hmm.
We have Carnival in December. We have Carnival in February. Carnival in March.
Mm-hmm.
In April, we're doing a back-to-back on Carnival.
Yes.
West Coast Panorama, 6 day, 7 day.
West Coast.
Which, if you're gonna fly out there, you should do a back-to-back. And then we're doing the Jubilee in July of 2024, and that's with Have Luxury Travel. That's their group cruise. So I mean, there's a lot of Carnival on tap.
I am drinking Pinot Grigio, and this is like, I mean, I don't know.
It looks like she's drinking.
It looks like it looks green, but
it looks like green apple pucker.
But it's my glasses green.
It's green apple pucker.
No,
it's Mad Dog 2020.
It's Pinot. Ugh. No, it's Pinot, and it's delicious. This is glass number 3.
Guys, I got to tell you that Andy from Arc Adventures got me drinking wine on a breakaway.
He did. I'm so excited about that.
And I've been drinking wine since then. Mm-hmm. So just on the cruise ships, drinking a little wine.
Mm-hmm. So at dinner time on this cruise on Oasis of the Seas, we talked about this. You got to remember.
Oh, Big Girl Doing Things is 50.
Well, yeah.
Jubilee in July, Robert.
Yes. All right. July of 2024.
2024.
Yes.
Jubilee. Yep. That's July 27th, 2024. Yep. Amanda and Josh from Have Luxury Travel are hosting a group cruise on that one, and that's going to be. If I remember correctly, there's really good rates on that one too. It's gonna be epic. I think they already have. We got a bunch of really nice people going. And it's gonna be great. This is gonna be
Hi, Stacy and Tie-Dye Dave.
Robert, we love sailing out of Texas.
We really love it.
We really do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So
if it wasn't so hot there, we're moving south in 3 years, we would consider like Texas because we want to be by a cruise port, but it's too hot there.
Funny story. Growing up as a kid, I always thought watching Wile E. Coyote chase the Roadrunner, and they show tumbleweeds blowing. And I always thought that was just, something silly. Until I was in San Antonio, Texas in August. And they were blowing faster than us down the freeway than we were going. And everything was scorched.
And do you know what he heard?
It was the hottest place on the earth, man.
He heard, wee, wah, wah, wah. Wait.
Dude,
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, it was crazy down there. It was so hot. I don't know how those people live down there, but everything was like brown. I was like, oh my goodness. But we saw the Riverwalk in San Antonio. Really cool. Really
beautiful
really cool
area.
Yeah. It's like that's the thing. I always go back to this, but I started traveling in 2017. I really was never anywhere in my life until then. So I've been pretty fortunate. I've been all over the place now. I've been everywhere, man.
Oh, they're on the Jubilee July 6th. Oh, we're just gonna miss you with Dave and Brandy.
We keep missing Dave and Brandy too.
We are like weeks off from Dave and Brandy, almost on like at least 2 cruises a year.
We love them. And before we move on, I do want to back up to that breakaway thing and just tell you guys, we had a great time with the people on the ship. We did. Yes. I was just being critical of them NCL how they were operating that week we were there.
Not the crew.
We will give them a second. We will give them another try.
Yes, we absolutely will. We know we have a lot of friends that really love NCL, so we will definitely.
But we've only been with 4 cruise lines now,
yes.
And
it's so far.
We love Carnival, we love Royal, and we love Celebrity.
Yeah.
They were real similar in the fact that how they treat you and everything. Celebrity had the best food. Not gonna lie about that.
Listen,
Royal's food's a little better than Carnival's. The buffet definitely is better than Carnival's.
I know that it's very deceiving, my slim figure, but Celebrity has the best food. Okay, trust me. Like, it was off the hook, delicious.
Yeah, you gotta see that. Oh wait, am I clicking the right one? Yeah, no.
Oh. Stacy said they're going to try NCL again too. Yeah, Stacy, I think that you kind of have to, because we're going to do it.
Okay.
Our friends that love it. We trust them and value their opinion.
Oh yeah, it's like
we're going to do it again.
Daniel Fields loves NCL. Julie and Brian love NCL. Eddie Lugo loves NCL. Everybody loves
Julie
NCL.
thinks that Carnival food is better than Royal. In the MDR, I think it really, like, it could go back and forth.
I think on the buffet, I like Royal's food better on the buffet.
Yeah,
I think their main dining room are pretty equal.
Bring it up here.
Although I'm going to tell you guys this unpopular opinion.
I miss you too.
The MDR food on the XL class ships so far for us has been subpar.
Yeah.
It just feels like the MDR can't keep up.
Yeah.
On the XL class, that's Mardi Gras and Celebration.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know anybody that disagrees with that. If you do, please let me know. But I swear to you, I just don't. Riverwalk is awesome. June through September, Robert, I can imagine that is probably
we were
really
there,
hot.
We were there in August, Robert.
And Brian, you know what? I can't say whether or not the we didn't really eat in the MDR and NCL, did we?
Yeah, he's talking about the indulge.
I know.
Prima.
Yeah.
But that's.
But I'm just saying though. In general, did we really eat in the MDR?
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We ate dinner.
Oh, it was Celebrity that we only ate in there one night, but the buffet.
We were only on a 4-night cruise on Celebrity.
Yeah.
But
the buffet was. So, I am not a buffet person.
It was really good. But like I said,
it was so good.
I love the solarium on Oasis, the breakfast,
yes.
the breakfast buffet. I love it.
Yeah.
But again, it's a matter. Food is it's a that's subjective. Some people will like one better than the other. For me, Carnival, the reason I like them so much
that's
is just
the one we're going to do, Julie. We're going to find a Prima cruise.
Just how well they treat us and how much fun we have. I just think Carnival is just so much fun. I mean, and this last cruise, man, Lee, the cruise director, man, he went out of his way.
I love that guy.
He was so awesome. And he was so disappointed because we couldn't connect with them to do a live.
We were like messaging back and forth like the entire cruise.
I got him. I caught him to do a live with Have Loves Will Travel.
Yeah,
he was able to get there.
He ran through there, yeah.
But then he couldn't make it when we were going to do ours.
Which was fine.
And he offered to do another. I go, no, man, don't worry about it, Lee. But he's a super nice guy.
I felt bad because he was like stressing out because he's like, I really want to come and hang out, and we're like, dude, it's okay. We're gonna have many cruises.
But you know what? The other thing is, I want people to realize they're all Lee crazy. Kendall Fire's awesome.
Yeah.
The Flying Scotsman's awesome. Savannah is awesome. Mark Hugh, he is really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, and the weird one was on the Spirit. That had a different vibe to it, guys. That was more of a laid back.
I never saw the cruise.
I think her name
director.
was Erin.
I never
only saw her twice.
I never saw her.
Yeah. So
but I'll tell you what. Honestly, if Royal Caribbean could get their cruise directors to be as active with the passengers as Carnival does, man, I feel like that really could. I mean, not that they need to go next level, but I feel like it would really take the cruise experience next level for them. I really feel like it really could.
We will try NCL again, and we do want to try MSC, and we want to try Virgin
and Princess. Yep, and Helen America.
Yeah.
We want to try all those.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many out there we want to do, but here we are. We got 1 million booked with Carnival again. We did finally hit platinum on this last cruise, which is pretty exciting. We like that.
I mean, within 2 years.
Yeah, we did like 18 months or something like that. Crazy. But yeah,
we were like warriors.
We went from, we'll never go on Carnival to, hey, this is pretty cool.
I think that's why I have such a soft spot for Carnival, even though I absolutely love Royal. I always have, always will. I've only been on one 5-day cruise on Celebrity, and I loved it. So I need to give it another chance to make sure that it was like too legit to quit. Hey, too legit. I had to bust it out. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So I have to do at least one more to make sure that it was like really legit. Like I love it. So I got to do that. I got to give NCL another chance. But with Carnival, like I was dead set against it. I'm like, I am not cruising on a cruise line where it's like, college age kids like throwing up in the hot tub and all those fights and all the bad things that you hear about it.
You have to avoid those 3 and 4 day cruises. That's when you get the partying.
That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried about that Utopia.
No, that won't be like that.
I don't know, man.
That's gonna be expensive.
It'll be expensive.
Those 3 and 4 day cruises tend to be very inexpensive, and that's why the college kids do them.
Yeah.
That Utopia will be very expensive.
Yeah.
Look how Icon. Now we canceled the Icon, guys. Well, I don't think we officially.
We have not
yet.
officially.
We are canceling, though.
But we might as well like announce it right now. We're not going on the Icon.
Yeah, we decided we're not doing it.
No.
It is
too expensive.
And it's too much. As far as we did the inaugural sailing, U.S. sailing of the celebration, and it is so hard to enjoy being on a cruise when it's inaugural sailing because there's so many people on the ship. There's so many distractions and so much going on.
So, there's so many of our friends that are going on that cruise that we will be hanging out with our friends the whole time. And which rightfully so, but I feel like it's too stressful to try to vlog the ship and everything that you want to do. It's truly the intention when you book that ship is to get the ship and the everything out to the public. I don't feel like that will be the best environment for us to be able to do that for our subscribers. So we will rebook that ship, but it's not going to be the inaugural one.
And it's going to be an oversaturated thing. So everybody and their brother is going to be posting Icon content for 2 months. And but the big thing is, it's almost, to us, we start feeling like we're almost suckers for paying $3,600 for a ocean view room. Okay.
Yeah.
$3,600.
Look at this.
We still have to drop money on a drink package.
Yes. So Robert said we priced the cheapest ocean balcony for 2025, January through April, and it was.
Yeah.
I am not paying that.
It's not worth it, guys. No, it really isn't.
2 cruises.
You can go on Celebrity and Princess and get your drink package and Wi-Fi included for less than that on a cruise.
So much love to all of you that are going to go ahead and do that inaugural sailing.
Plus,
we will watch all your material, I promise you.
Plus, we've had the Jubilee booked, and they didn't make their construction time,
right?
So we got bumped out of that. And I believe we might see the same thing happen with Icon. Icon's got a lot of crazy things going on. From an engineering standpoint, if they're going to have the most pool water on any cruise ship ever, the weight of that it's a feat of engineering to put that many pools on that ship, that much water. Water is heavy, guys. And
I didn't know about that, but that makes me even happier about our decision. We'll let y'all figure that out, and then we'll see you later.
I'm doubtful. Not that I've heard anything, but I've worked in construction for commercial, industrial construction for almost 30 years, and these engineers are always full of confidence, and they're usually also full of crap, and stuff doesn't work as they design it. So
we'll see. We hope that it goes when it, on the inaugural sailing as scheduled, and we hope that everybody that goes on that has an amazing time, and we will watch all of your content because we love you all, and we want you to have the best time.
And it gives us a month off.
Yeah,
so we're doing November, December. We'll be off January, then we'll sail February, March, April. So and she's like doing 3 cruises, and we did 3 cruises in 6 weeks. So that's probably our tightest we've done.
That was really hard.
Yeah, but in going from different environments too. from Alaska to warm weather, and now we're going to Jersey. So we're literally going from Seattle, Miami, to Jersey Shore.
Oh, yeah, Julie, that makes perfect sense.
But,
so Julie said they made out with the Icon because they're bringing the kids, and all 3 kids sell free. So for us, it's costing what typically would. Okay, I totally understand it. And sister, I promise you, I will watch all of your vlogs.
I think that everyone.
It's just not right for us.
I think everybody should experience an inaugural sailing just to see what it's like. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a homecoming, and you're celebrating this new ship, but then you're and there's nothing wrong with it. You have a great time with your friends, but you're so involved with your friends and seeing everybody and talking to everybody.
That we don't listen. You may be more disciplined than
that's
us.
why we wanted to do this celebration again, like 5 months after we went on it,
because
or 6 months later.
We were so absorbed with our friends.
We missed so much the first time.
We didn't. Listen. Many of you probably are much more disciplined vloggers than we are. We are weak. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We get sucked. We get sucked into the good time, and then we forget to vlog all the time. So we miss the opportunity. So to pay that much money to miss the opportunity when we can sail with our friends on another cruise that costs half the price of that, just makes better sense.
And the other thing too is John Held's for fun's sake 6 cruise came up, and we wanted to do that with him in February. So,
but I think we're going to ditch John Held.
Are we going to
do that one?
We're ditching Icon.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So
all right. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot, and then my drop top cruising the street.
Oh wait, let me hang out.
I'm got to do the song.
Okay, I thought you were hanging up.
No.
Okay, because we haven't talked about, just real briefly, the drive. This is our first time ever driving to a cruise port, so this is going to be different from us. So what we're doing, because the numbers and our vehicles don't work, we're taking 2 cars. So Laura and I are, and Taylor, and
I am Usher Braylon.
hey, that's another good one, Robert. There will be kinks to iron out, for sure, definitely. The first Mardi Gras still had kinks when we went on it in February. After it had been sailing since July, they were still having problems. But anyways, so we're driving. So anyways, Laura and Taylor have the same car. They both have Edge STs.
Hi, cruising on high seas.
And they're not the real biggest cars in the world. So we're taking 2. 6 of us, and our luggage will not fit in anything. 6 full-size suitcases.
Very true.
We were going to rent a van and everything. We're like,
it was bananas expensive.
It was stupid. Yeah, we couldn't rent it for one way and one way back.
Right.
None of them were available. But they sure would let me rent one for 8 days for $1,200. Now, airfare was going to be $2,600. And I couldn't make the kids pay that much for tickets. And I'm like, we'll just drive it. So we're going to drive, and it's going to be interesting because we're going to have a caravan.
Right.
And we are going to actually pass by Brian and Julie's house.
We are.
On the way.
So we're going to
if we're there
try. Yes, we're going to try to stop by. Here's the ish with that, Julie and Brian. So we have to, I'm going to call the hotel tomorrow, because some hotels you have to
we got, and we can check it.
Is it anytime? Well, then there should be no issue stopping by.
But it'll depend on how late it is. Yeah. If we're running into rain, and it might take us longer to get there. It all depends. Plus, I'm worried about rush hour. We're going to catch rush hour somewhere. I haven't really mapped it out and looked at it time-wise. But we're going to run into some rush hour traffic.
But they have food.
So I know, we'll but I don't want to stop by there, 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
To do that.
If it's before 11, we will do it. If it's after 11,
if it's like 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah. But
any later than that,
he's got beer.
Any later than that, we're gonna
dang it,
keep on riding.
Food and beer. All right, we'll text you guys and let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But we're going to be staying at a Hampton Inn in where's it at?
It's parsnip. I call it persnickety.
Persnickety.
It's
Jersey.
not persnickety, but it's parsippany.
Yeah, and
but I can't say that, so I call it persnickety.
Once again, we got a hotel at a Hampton Inn.
Yeah.
Once again, we should be sponsored by Hilton and Michelob Ultra. They should. Both of those guys.
Parsippany.
Yeah, Persephone. That's what it's called.
Oh, dirty martinis. Eddie's driving. Yeah, I might do the first 4 hours, let him do the second, and then Parsippany.
Oh, that'd be the first time we've ever done that either,
Yeah.
where she's driving on the road trip.
Yeah, I call it persnickety because I can't remember.
I usually let her nap and read her books, and I drive the whole way.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
So
again,
listen, we have not.
We're driving, so we don't have to worry about weight.
Yeah.
We're not packed.
Right.
So packing isn't as crucial of a stressful event when you don't have to worry about weight. If it fits, it ships, like UPS, the United States Postal Service priority mailbox. Yeah. If it fits, it ships. Yeah. So as long as it fits in the suitcase.
Do you know how many times we have weighed our luggage and it's like 51 pounds and I have to take 2 pairs of shoes out?
Oh, how about the time when she said, honey, I'm all packed. We pack together and I help Laura pack, don't I?
Yeah, you're really good
I'm a good folder. And
I'm like, mine looks like, what do you call that stuff, that art when you fold it up?
Like
what do you call
it? Origami.
Or mine looks like origami. Eddie's looks like when you take it out of the plastic and it comes from the manufacturer, like perfect. He's a way better folder than
I've got OCD, but
yeah.
I help her. So one day I got home, I forgot which cruise it was. I got home, she goes, honey, I'm so proud of myself. I packed everything. I put the scale on 62 pounds.
I mean,
I'm like, honey,
was packed.
You're over by 12 pounds, bro.
I had to take out a bunch of shoes.
Yeah, it's great. We're at 49 pounds a suitcase normally. And that makes it a little tricky when you're coming back. So you got to make sure you put everything back in the same suitcases. But I have a scale I bring with me. So I weigh them in the staterooms. We got the shaft on one of the cruises we went on. I didn't have the scale just before I started weighing them, and it was on one of those Greyhound in the air. What was it? What's the green one? We only flew with them once. One way.
Frontier.
I wanted to come Enterprise.
It was Frontier. Yeah.
Frontier. We had to pay $75. No, $100.
Yeah.
For our suitcase
because it was like
it was over like 6-7 pounds. It was crazy.
You're like whatever. Here.
I'm looking at it. I'm like going, well, I could throw away some of my Vans. I'm like, but those are $60 a pair.
Right.
So
do the math. Let's just pay the $100.
It's great. So we don't have to worry about the weight. So that's exciting. We don't have to worry about being under 3 ounces on any of our items, so we can bring full size anything we want to bring. If it fits, it ships.
Yes, it is so much better. That's why we're moving to Florida. Nice ass.
Where are you guys living now?
Where do you guys live now?
Did you move?
And then Katie said, Braylon already broke her new luggage. The handle doesn't pop up. Damn it, Braylon.
Oh, that's not going to work. You're going to have to use one of ours, Katie.
Yeah, if you need to borrow a suitcase, Katie, let us know.
You're going to have to transfer your stuff.
That's going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, they moved. Chicago. Dude, you're like 4 hours.
Oh, my God. When did you move to Chicago?
We love Chicago. We need to come hang out with you.
Chicago's awesome, man. How you liking it? How you like Chicago?
We love Chicago.
I took Laura and I stayed downtown Chicago multiple times. Yes. We went there a couple years ago for Memorial Day weekend.
The best time.
It's a 3-hour ride from where we live to Chicago. So, 4 hours coming back with the time zone difference. That's a 4-hour drive. So.
All right, so we need to respect everybody's time. We're 8 minutes after.
All right, and we will be. Listen, guys, we're going to be going live.
Yep.
We might do something. We might do some
Clark
Griswold shit.
So
live streaming
there's going to be all kinds of live streams on this cruise. It's a group cruise, so make sure that obviously you're subscribed to us, but make sure you are subscribed to Have Luggage Will Travel and How We Cruise. It is How We Cruise's group cruise. It is going to be thebomb.com. Call and tell your mom.
The pizza is my favorite. Before we get off here, we're talking nice ass.
The pizza's way better, but we miss the Florida weather. Come on,
I bet.
Man, we are going to do that, friends. We are going to come hang out. I promise you.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I can show you a good time in downtown Chicago, man. I love it there. I love it.
We do.
It is absolutely incredible. You guys that are, all of our friends in the South that are terrified of Chicago.
Man, you got to go.
Chicago is bad to the bone. If
so
you like
fun.
food, you like live music.
Yes.
Oh my God, it is awesome. The only place that rivals it as far as food and live music is Nashville. Nashville.
Yes, that's the only place that rivals the live music and the food.
Now it depends on your type of music.
They're like
if you like jazz and blues and rock, Chicago is more you. But if you like the other two styles of music, country and western.
But they had good rock there.
They did. They had one bar we found a rock bar, and we spent like 8 hours there one time. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, We are taking you along. We are going to have a blast. It's going to be Huddled Bunch Invasion, the Howie Cruise Group Cruise. We're going to try not to scare anybody on this one. Mama Huddles isn't with us.
Mama Huddles isn't with us, so
and
she'll be home praying for us.
She actually feels bad. She kind of wishes like she was on
really
this one.
wishes she was going on this
So
one.
every cruise she's going to say it's her last cruise. She's like Michael Jordan when he couldn't retire.
This is my last cruise.
How many times did Michael Jordan try to retire? She's like that.
Yep.
So,
she's the Michael Jordan of cruising. All right, bye guys.
All right, guys. Love you guys.
Love you.
Talk to you later.
Bye.